Alright everybody, I'm just going to show you how I set up my voice activated kitchen lights with Alexa. So, back up. Alexa, kitchen on.
Okay.
Alexa, kitchen off.
Okay.
Alright, that light's not turning on because it's not connected to this. But what I did is on my light switches, which are normal switches for the floods and the normal ceiling lights, I replaced those with these GE in-wall smart switches. These come in several models. One's a dimmer. This is the non-dimmer kind. And make sure you don't get the smart add-on one, which is if you want to do a three-way switch. Retail for about $40 at Lowe's. I was able to replace my stock ones with these. They do take up a lot more room in your double gang box, so this was pretty much a tight fit. And also, it's not obvious from the packaging, but they don't go up and down. They're kind of toggly. So I think that's pretty cool because you can put them in. A lot of the Z-Wave switches are paddles. And if you have a home that has traditional light switches, it kind of looks odd. So I wanted something that you could just replace. So I added these are pretty straightforward. Something that did cost me some time because I didn't read the instructions, because why would I do that, is they do require a neutral to be connected to the switch. Even if your old switches do not, they require the neutral, which is obvious if you read the Amazon reviews and instructions. I just didn't do that because why would I do that? After you do that, you connect them to your hub. I have a Smart Things, so you push up and hold it for a little bit, and I didn't have a problem associating them with my hub. The hub is downstairs and about 50 feet away, so it's a pretty decent range. However, I do have other Z-Wave devices in the house, so they mesh somewhere. I just don't know where. But pairing it and all that stuff is not a problem. It's a Smart Things version 1 hub. Then you go into the app, add them, pretty straightforward, and then you tell Alexa, discover devices. Alexa, discover devices.
Starting discovery.
Oh,
if you have a Philips Hue bridge,
glad you're in the mood today.
Please press the button located on the bridge. The search can take up to 20 seconds.
And then she'll go ahead and find them and add them to the Alexa app on your phone. At that point, I felt it was easier to create a group called Kitchen. That allowed me to turn on both sets of lights with one command and without one command. And then what I'm currently working on now is...
Discovery is complete. I found 9 smart home devices. If your Philips bulbs were not discovered, please press the button on the bridge and rerun discovery.
Yeah, whatever. So what I'm working on now is I want to be able to group groups into bigger groups. I don't know if I could do this, but what I want to be able to say is this girl's name, good night, and then ensure that all the lights are off and that the garage door closes and everything. So I now have some pretty decent integration. One of my favorites is the Alexa integration with my Chamberlain smart control, which I was able to retrofit with my old existing garage opener. So I could say, Alexa, open garage door.
Okay.
And then I go out to my car. Pretty awesome. Go ahead and close that back up. So it's not a bad little setup. I think the Smart Things with Alexa together is a pretty good combination. As always, I try to stick with Zigbee and Z-Wave devices because those are, they'll pretty much work with just about every hub. You'll see switches like this that look similar, and they're the Lowe's Iris. The Iris system will use Z-Wave, but you cannot use Iris devices on every other hub, which is lame. That's why they're so cheap. So, hope you found this information useful. I really like these switches. They're pretty nice. I'm going to go ahead and replace not quite every switch in the house. For example, I don't think there's any reason to do that one. Just enough to make the bulk of the necessary thing automated. I feel that adding complexity is also a bad thing. So we'll see how it works from there. And with that, have a good one. Alexa, what is a beagle?
The beagle is a small-sized hound, similar in appearance to the much larger foxhound.
Good girl.